In this video, we're going to talk about builders' incentives. Should you take it or should you run? Hey guys, this is Jake Wyer, Wilmington, North Carolina, EXP Realty. And anyone who has filled up their gas tank in the last few months realizes that we have a shifting economy going on. I know I just put $100 in my gas tank and it hurts every single time. We have inflation that is going through the roof. We have housing prices we haven't seen since the Great Recession. I know every single item costs just a little bit more than it did yesterday. So with that comes some changes in the housing market. And one of those things that I have noticed and my clients have brought to my attention is builders are starting to bring back building incentives. We haven't seen those in years. And why, you might ask? It's because builders didn't have to give you an incentive for you to buy their house for the last few years. Anyone who's been looking in the market at all for a house realizes that there has been a housing crisis, meaning that the builders can put pretty much anything out there online and it's going to sell in minutes and they don't have to offer you anything. So what we're starting to see is a shift in that mentality. We're starting to see builders actually incentivize their buyers to use their lenders, to use their attorneys to make these processes a little smoother for them. Now, what builders' incentives are is they can incentivize you to use their lenders, they can incentivize you to use their closing attorneys here in North Carolina with basically a monetary incentive. Use as you choose usually is what it's based as. Now, they cannot dictate which lender you use under fair housing law. However, they can incentivize you to use their lenders and their attorneys. Now, I have a lot of my clients that come to me and ask me if they should use these people. My answer usually is, it depends, but it's worth a look. It's always worth a look. I tell people to shop their rates, shop their lenders, shop their attorneys. You're going to realize that buying a house is very expensive. So the fact that the builder's willing to give you $5,000, $10,000 to use their chosen attorney and lender, it might be worth it. However, I do caution people to take a look at the fine print. A lot of the times, what's going to happen with these incentivized items is they're going to recoup that cost somewhere in the loan, whether that's going to be points, whether that's going to be fees. It's hard to exactly say, but sometimes it's multiple things where they're going to recoup that cost. Sometimes you end up paying more for the loan that gives you the incentive than you would if you used just a standard local lender who's giving you a great rate. So what I would say to anyone out there is go ahead and talk to the builder's reps, talk to the builder's lenders, attorneys, and then talk to a couple other lenders and attorneys and see what they have to say. You can even shop what these people are giving you to other lenders and see if they can beat it. You don't need to speak lender. Lenders speak lender, and they can tell you if they can beat this or they cannot beat this. So my advice to you is shop around. Most lenders understand that they're going to be shopped around, so it's not going to be a personal blow to them. They understand that this is just business. But realize that in this economy, we are starting to see those builder incentives come back around. We are starting to see that they are starting to value their buyers a little bit more now that there's a few less buyers in the market. So this balancing of the market is actually a good thing. It allows buyers a chance to actually shop around and not feel like the world is falling. And it actually is great for sellers too, because I don't know about you, but when you sell a house, you typically have to buy a house. And so these sellers were very aware that if they sold their house, they were going to be buyers in the same market where there was nothing available. And they're going to be scrambling, trying to play this cutthroat game of find a house. So balance in the market's good for everybody. So this just goes back to the builder's incentives. Just shop your stuff around. Have another lender take a look at what they're offering, see if they can beat it. If they can, wonderful. If they can't, wonderful. It's very easy to fix. So I hope that's helpful. I know it's a little bit of a quickly changing landscape out there. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me directly. Give me a text, give me an email, however you go about it. Love to be able to talk to you a little bit more. I myself have some very good recommendations for lenders if you are in the market looking around. Again, my name is Jake Wyer with EXP Realty, Wilmington, North Carolina. Thanks for stopping in.